It is now 7 p.m. and time for the City of Bedford Heights Council meeting for June 2nd, 2026. May we all rise and pledge to allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. Madam Clerk, may I have a roll call, please?
Mayor Stevens.
Here.
Anderson.
Here.
Henderson.
Here.
Lastry. Stubbs.
Here.
Thomas.
Present.
Tinker.
Here.
Willis.
Here. Moving on. Item 2, consideration of minutes of the previous meeting not approved. I need a motion for the minutes of the May 19th, 2026 regular council meeting as received.
Motion to approve the minutes from May 19th regular council meeting as received. A second.
Anderson.
Yes.
Henderson.
Yes.
Lastry.
Yes.
Stubbs.
Yes.
Thomas.
Yes.
Tinker.
Yes.
Willis.
Yes. All right, on the consent agenda, we have no items to do for the consent agenda, so I need a motion for 4 to 5, please.
Motion to move 4 to 5.
Second.
Anderson.
Yes.
Henderson.
Yes.
Lastry.
Yes.
Stubbs.
Yes.
Thomas.
Yes.
Tinker.
Yes.
Willis.
Yes. On to consideration of petitions, remonstrances, communications, and legislation. We'll start with ordinance number 2026-037. Mr. Doyle.
Ordinance number 2026-037, ordinance declaring the improvement of certain real property located in the city of Bedford Heights, Cuyahoga County, Ohio to be a public purpose, declaring such property to be exempt from real property taxation, designating specific public infrastructure improvements that, once made, will directly benefit the parcels for which improvement is declared to be a public purpose, requiring annual service payments in lieu of taxes, establishing a municipal public improvement tax increment equivalent fund, and providing related authorizations pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 5709.40B, 5709.42, 5709.43, 5709.832, and 5709.85.
Thank you. This was on first reading on May 19th, and since we do have an economic development scheduled for this, we'll keep it on second reading. This is our second reading of this, and we will come back and finish that at our next council meeting. On to ordinance number 2026-038.
I think we have to make a motion for second reading.
Isn't that the default?
I think it seems to me you guys have historically done that, but I actually don't think you need to based on your rules. The default is 3 readings. We vote then to suspend the readings when we want to pass it faster. So I think by default you don't have to do it. But it does kind of seem like you guys have done that historically, which is fine, but I think it's not necessary.
Okay.
You're right. On to ordinance 2026-038. Mr. Doyle again.
Ordinance number 2026-038, an ordinance authorizing the appointment of a part-time, non-exempt systems support technician for the Information Technology Department and declaring an emergency.
Councilwoman Thomas.
Motion to suspend the rules.
Second.
Anderson.
Yes.
Henderson.
Yes with comment.
Lastry.
Yes.
Stubbs.
Yes.
Thomas.
Yes.
Tinker.
Yes.
Willis.
Yes.
For adoption.
Second.
Anderson.
Yes.
Henderson.
Yes.
Lastry.
Yes.
Stubbs.
Yes.
Thomas.
Yes.
Tinker.
Yes.
Willis.
Yes. Your comment, Councilwoman.
Thank you. I am in strong support of this ordinance, and I just want to say in advance, I believe it should be full-time, but we're going to start with part-time. The way that the department is growing and developing, Jonathan's going to need that full-time support, but I guess one step at a time.
Thank you very much for those comments. On to resolution 2026-039.
Resolution number 2026-039, a resolution authorizing the City of Bedford Heights to apply for and accept funding through the Ohio Department of Natural Resources Nature Works Grant Program for improvements and enhancements to Reed Park, including public engagement efforts and declaring an emergency.
Councilwoman Lester.
Motion to suspend the rules.
A second. Anderson,
Yes.
Henderson,
Yes, with comment.
Lastry,
Yes.
Stubbs,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Tinker,
Yes.
Willis.
Yes.
For adoption.
Adoption.
Anderson,
Yes.
Henderson,
Yes.
Lastry, Stubbs,
Yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
Tinker,
Yes.
Willis.
Yes. Comment?
My comment is, so it was brought to my attention that the main thing that we need to do with this resolution is allocate our matching funds for the grant. So we can go back and revise our application since, of course, it hasn't been submitted yet. But I'm looking forward to having that discussion.
And hopefully the chair will be setting that meeting and having that discussion at the earliest possible time that is convenient for all council. All right, that does that. We'll move on to next section 6, which is reports of officers' boards. We'll start off with the mayor's report. Mr. Stevens?
Thank you, and welcome everyone, welcome. I have a few, just three items. One is that our concession stand outside by the facilities, it will starting to be built come tomorrow. After hearing from my service director, Eric King, the concession stand will start warming up tomorrow. And they're going to start building it and getting it together for the summer so that things can be, for folks that come to the activities, they will be able to come and enjoy and be able to have some refreshments or snacks to view the events as well. So thanks for our director, Ed King, for moving forward with this, and we'll be able to enjoy it throughout the rest of the summer. Also, don't forget this coming Saturday, those of you who have a collection of things to be shredded, shred day is this coming Saturday from 9 to 11. 9 to 11. This coming Saturday on the side of the community center. And those of you who choose not to, we do have 2 shred days this year. Just to remind you of that. And that will be in September. Okay, so if you missed this one coming up Saturday, you have that opportunity to do it again in September. The September 19th, that is. And also, as you know, we've been working very diligently in trying to retain a full-time inspector. And as we finalize things, we're in the process. We did select someone. The committee did, that is, and I had an opportunity to meet the gentleman, and it looks like he's going to be starting within the next 2 weeks. Okay, as a full-time inspector. Yes, indeed, it's very much needed, and there we are. Okay, all right, that's the end of my report.
Thank you very much, Mayor, for that wonderful information. On to our safety committee. Chairman Anderson.
Yeah, Mr. President, I have no report.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson. Finance committee. Chairwoman Thomas.
Thank you, Council President. Finance Committee met on May the 26th, and we discussed potential salary adjustment for a law department staff member. We reviewed the March statements and also the end of quarter 1 in 2026. The committee also approved recommendation for future legislation established with regarding contingency reserves pending the availability of any year-end surplus that we may have. Additionally, the most exciting news is that the city has moved a significant portion of its funds into an insured cash sweep, or also referred to as an ICS sweep account, where we're currently earning 3.5% interest. We also discussed strategies to diversify the city's investments and plan to meet again with Huntington Bank for other options that we can utilize or explore regarding our investments. We remain open to presentations from other financial institutions to evaluate opportunities to maximize our returns. We will continue our efforts to strengthen our city's financial position, and we will continue to meet on the 4th Tuesday of every month at 5:30. And again, we encourage our residents to attend. That is the end of my report.
Thank you very much. Community Life Committee, Chairwoman Laster, please.
Thank you, Council President. Good evening, everyone. It's so good to see you all this evening. Baseball teams have been formed and the games are beginning tomorrow. Schedules are available if you would like to be a part of those games and find out how our teams are doing. They're available at the community center. Our Juneteenth event is scheduled for the 18th of June at 5:30 at the center. We're going to do an art exhibit. So excited about that. Summer camp starts on the 15th of June. So that's something else we're excited about. It's fully staffed and we're booked totally and completely. We are also fully staffed with our lifeguards and for our indoor and our outdoor pool. So yes, we are excited about our pool, our outdoor pool being open hopefully sooner than the 15th, but no later than Monday the 15th. Our outdoor pool will be opened up. As you heard, or some of you may have heard, earlier we talked about the NatureWorks grant. We're working on that, and we're going to have a meeting about our NatureWorks grant, upgrading the Reed Park area. 60 Plus is meeting tomorrow at 11:30, and we're also, I'm so excited to hear about chair volleyball for our seniors. So if you're interested in chair volleyball, please visit the community center to find out more information about that. The Community Fest is coming up as well. It's scheduled for July the 17th and the 18th. Plans are in the works to putting together a wonderful fest for this year. We are scheduling a meeting. The Community Life Department is scheduling a meeting, has been scheduled for June 8th at 3:30 p.m. to discuss the items of interest. And that's all I have tonight.
Thank you very much. Great information there. Public Service Water Reclamation Committee, we have no report. That is it. We'll move on to Economic and Community Development. Chairman Tinker.
Yes, the Economic and Community Development Committee will meet this Thursday, June 4th at 5 p.m. The agenda will be to discuss legislation, the TIF legislation for the senior assisted center that's going on. That's the only thing on the agenda, so that's it. End of report.
All right, thank you very much. Planning Commission, Chairman Stevens.
Thank you. There's no planning commission meeting for the month of June, but we do have an architect board review, ADR on coming up next Tuesday as well. And we do have one applicant, which this resident is planning to build a new garage. So we're always trying to enhance our property and do whatever we need to keep it up to date. So, but we do have an ABR starting at 2 o'clock on that particular day next Tuesday. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Building and Housing Committee, Chairwoman Thomas.
Thank you. The Building and Housing Committee meeting for this month, I'm hoping to have that scheduled for Tuesday, June the 9th. Checking with the director to see if Mr. Bell, if you're available on that day.
I have a meeting with my team tomorrow afternoon, and we'll give you a confirmation.
Okay, all right, so we'll have that tentatively scheduled for Tuesday, June the 9th at 5:30. Out of our last Building and Housing Committee meeting, there was a huge discussion about our apartment buildings. That has been a concern for me for quite some time. We discussed ways to collaborate with property managers, residents, and our city departments, particularly and especially our fire department. I've asked the fire chief to provide reports, and he has done that. Thank you very much. I received those today. We will be reviewing those and coming up with ways that we can put a little more meat in the teeth of our policy, our legislation regarding apartment buildings and property managers. But in order for us to do that, we need to understand where we are and what our plan is, what we can do, what we can't do. So we're going to start there. So send my report.
Thank you very much. Infrastructure and Capital Improvements Committee.
Thank you,
Chairwoman Henderson.
Thank you, Council President. The work on Meadow, Vicky, and Holly is mostly complete. Final paving remains on Holly. The sidewalk program will start in about 2 weeks. Details on where the work will start will follow. And then there is the miscellaneous asphalt repair and miscellaneous concrete repair projects are out for bid and they're due this Friday. The miscellaneous asphalt repairs will be made on Sweet Birch Drive, Northfield Road, Sherborne Road, Mining Road, and Cambridge Road. That's the end of my report.
Thank you very much, and I'm sure the folks on those streets will be happy to hear that information. On to our Legislative and Education Committee. Chairwoman Stubbs, please.
Thank you. We have a legislative committee meeting tomorrow at 5:30 and a scholarship committee meeting on June 17th at 6 p.m. That's the end of the report.
Thank you. See you tomorrow at 5:30.
Additional comments to that.
Please, go ahead.
In addition to,
Councilwoman.
thank you, Councilwoman Stubbs. One addition, I just wanted to follow up on the proclamations for the students. We will be recognizing our scholarship awardees at our next council meeting, which I believe is on the 16th of this month. There is legislation that is to be drawn up. I'm not sure if you've received it or not, but just look for that to come. There are 4 of them. Yeah, so if you all are interested in seeing who our scholarship committee are for students who earned our scholarship, please attend our next council meeting on Tuesday, June 16th.
Thank you very much. As on to Council Cable TV. The only report that I will say is, I'm sure that you folks are aware that our council meetings are appearing on BHTV, Channel 1020 or Channel 99 on AT&T. They can also be viewed on the city's website. So please feel free to look at that and refer your friends, neighbors, that they can take a look at that. All right? Committee of the Whole meeting.
Council President?
Yes, ma'am, I'm sorry.
Thank you. In our last cable TV committee meeting, we made a motion to change the name.
That is true, and that has to be, we did change it. I thank you for reminding us of that. We will make sure that that is on the agenda next time that it is. Now, the Council Cable and Information Technology Committee is the new name of this committee, since it encompasses both of those things, and that is how we get our information out to you residents. So please look for that. And we'll note that on the agenda, and I will change my headings. Committee of the Whole meeting. Vice Council President Thomas, please.
Thank you. I would like to recognize our June birthdays. June the 7th is Erica Payne. She is in our police department. And for those of you that were not aware, she had a very nice PAC program over at the pavilion about a week ago. And so we're very excited that she is bringing back the community and the police department. So that is Erica Payne. June the 17th is Darylyn Holt. She's in the secretary of our building and housing department. She is working hard. We have our full-time inspector. I meant to mention that. Thank you for committee for passing that. Thank you, Mayor, for bringing the building and housing inspector. That is Marilyn Holt is working in that department. And then Lauren Basso. She's also her birthday is June the 23rd. She is the police chief secretary. So. If you see those people, wish them a happy birthday. As I mentioned before, our next council meeting is Tuesday, June the 16th at 7 p.m. following our caucus meeting, which we discussed today will be stuck at 6 p.m. We will not fluctuate from that time. So 6 p.m. and that's the end of my report.
Well, thank you very much. On to unfinished business, which we did discuss briefly in our caucus meeting, but we got the update on our iPads that IT Director Kowalczyk should have those available for us. And the mayor is also scheduling that first energy public forum that we're going to have so we can give explanations and hear what First Energy is doing and to handle some of the issues that a lot of us have been complaining about, and I want to hear from them on that. On to new business. Is there any new business? I see a smile, but no. Miscellaneous. Councilwoman Henderson.
Thank you, Council President. So, Director Seiler is here, and so he did not hear my input regarding the Nature Works application. And so I just wanted to share again that I believe that our application can be stronger, and that we have the application that we're requesting funding for the deterioration of our basketball courts. And our basketball courts are brand new. So we will probably need to take that out of the application, and I'm hoping that we could include the tennis courts. We did have the tennis courts somewhat quoted before we got the basketball courts done, and they told us that they could not repair them, that they needed to be gutted. And so, again, hoping that we can look at possibly getting a multi-use court where we could have pickleball and tennis on the same court, just have the lines on there. I just wanted to also add to that fact that with Reed Park being so large and having the swimming pool, this is going to be, this is a place where our children take their first swim, go down the first slide. We want it to be for multi-generational gathering place. And it also connects to the Western Reserve Conservatory, which is 21 acres. And when I read that contract, it said that we could create nature trails. And so the vision of Reed Park, I think, needs to be expressed in this application so that we can be considered for the funding and get all of the funding. So I'm hoping that the next committee meeting that's scheduled, that I'm able to attend, or if not, I'll just work with Chair Lassity and share all my information with her so that it's relayed over to me.
Thank you very much, Councilwoman. Alrighty, at this stage of the meeting, we are through all of our other things. I'm going to open the floor for, we did cover this, I apologize. Any miscellaneous. That's what I thought.
That was, oh.
Then your comment, please.
Well, actually, I have a motion. Based on our discussion earlier at our caucus meeting, we talked about Juneteenth and how it is newly recognized in the city of Bedford Heights. It has been a federal holiday. It's been a state holiday for quite some time. Now it is a holiday in the city of Bedford Heights. So I move that the administration prepare legislation authorizing the purchase and annual display of the Juneteenth flag at City Hall, with the flag being raised each year beginning June 1st through June the 19th in recognition of the Juneteenth National Independence Day. That is my motion.
Is there a second?
Shannon?
May I have a roll call, please?
Yes. Anderson?
Yes.
Anderson?
Yes.
Lastry?
Yes, with a comment?
Stubbs?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Tinker?
Yes.
Willis?
Yes.
Thank you, Council. Second.
Yeah, we were just, you made the motion. Okay. Your comment?
Thank you so much. I did hear you mention City Hall, but I was hoping we could hang the flag at the Civic Center as well. That requires another motion, but.
That would be an administrative decision on that, but we will get this legislation back from our law department, and we're hereby directed to come up with that for our next council. Again, now we'll go into anything else.
Miscellaneous. Thank you, Council President. The Cleveland Metro Park celebrated its 50th anniversary of its mobile outreach program. And what this is a 38-foot traveling RV classroom called Nature Tracks. And so I'm hoping that, I saw that they were recently at Garfield Park. And with us having our community festival coming up soon, possibly if we could reach out to the Metro Parks to see if they'd be willing to bring the RV to our festival. And it's free crafts, games, story time, free book giveaways. It will be a nice feature.
I think that might be something you can look with and with some of our directors and chairperson and see what we can come up with. See if you need anything else. Okay, so that'll be great. All right, on to our public. You have one more, Councilwoman Astrid.
I have to apologize. I did, this is too. So I did say community. I said civic center, and I really meant to say community center, so please forgive me.
Okay, well, in honor of you talking about the Civic Center, we will acknowledge our two colleagues, council people from the city of Warrensville Heights.
We have a civic center.
Thank you for attending, colleagues. It's wonderful to see you at this point. Now we're going to go on to our open section, open the floor for comments from the floor. Please address any of your comments to the chair. You have 5 minutes total with 2 topics. If there's anyone that wishes to speak, I need you to come forward, state your name, what street you are on, and proceed. Is there anyone who would like to speak? Professor Ford, please.
Bear with me, I'm kind of slow.
We've got time.
Thank you. My name is Darren Ford. I live at 23900 Columbus Road. I'd like to first say, if these topics, I have 2 things I'd like to address. If you've already covered these, forgive me for wasting your time. So I would like to say, Mayor Stevens and council members, I'm officially requesting that the city of Bedford Heights issue a proclamation to recognize Darrell Johnson for ongoing service to our city. Mr. Johnson regularly cleans the trash and debris from around the entire area of Columbus Road and Bear Creek. He also crosses Columbus Road and attends to the area surrounding the bus stop at times. I have personally seen him picking up trash in front of the last condo unit that is adjacent to the freeway. He provides this service regardless of the weather, absent any monetary penalty, to serve as a deterrent to people who litter at will. I feel the city owes Mr. Johnson a very large demonstration of its appreciation for his efforts to keep our city trash free. I know our mayor rightfully complains about those trash cans, and so this is my pet peeve. I really think we need to do something to honor this gentleman. Secondly, I continue to urge the city to install a camera at Bear Creek and Columbus Road, as that corner is becoming increasingly dangerous. I have witnessed drivers turning right on red, totally ignoring the large sign prohibiting said action. In one instance, a child narrowly escaped injury. On another occasion, a driver nearly clipped my car as I was attempting to make a left turn onto Bear Creek, as the driver illegally exited Bear Creek on making that right turn on the red light. Moreover, I've seen drivers who may be 2 or 3 cars from the corner will come to the front of the line and make that illegal red, right on red, in front of the cars that are waiting to make a left turn. So I'm urging the council to take these issues under consideration, if you will. And I will give this to this lady for your perusal. Thank you for allowing me to address you this evening.
Thank you very much. And I'm sure the chief will perhaps take a look at some of those items that you brought up there.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else who would like to come forward and speak? Mayor?
Ms. Ford, thank you so much for bringing that up. I had an opportunity to speak with the gentleman. I've seen it myself on many occasions, and very well deserving of that proclamation and mention that I saw him and had a great conversation with him, and I appreciate that. And I wish there was more residents that took the pride in doing that as well. I know there's some of us do. Some of you out there does that. And I've seen him up on Columbus Road and just taking the initiative to do that. So, and that's what it takes. It takes a team effort, everybody to be involved with the upkeep and making our city beautiful. And I want to thank you for bringing that up. And we will definitely create and get this proclamation, and he will be recognized in that way, okay? To talk about the Bear Creek, yes, the chief and I, we've talked on many occasions. Matter of fact, I believe that there is a speed bump, hump, whatever you call it, that's going to be installed at Bear Creek. I should have been done today, I believe. Am I correct, Director? Okay, it should be done today, and that we're going to keep a close eye on how things operate over there on Bear Creek Drive. Okay. Excuse me. Chief, you can speak up. Go ahead.
There is a camera on Bear Creek as far as down at the intersection, but there is a camera there. I'll talk to the mayor about it.
And it's going to Bear Creek.
Yes.
Thank you.
So I just wanted him to say that just because this is an initiative that we all together has done, and with the direction of the chief and his staff, trying to keep things safe as possible. So thank you, Chief. All right, that's it in my comment.
Thank you, Mayor, for that. Anyone else would like to speak at this time? If not, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. Second.
Anderson?
Yes.
Henderson?
Yes.
Last Stubbs? Thomas?
Yes.
Tinker?
Yes.
Willis?
Yes, thank you all. We are now adjourned.